Welcome to Singing Tips. I'm Lois Johnston, and this is the channel to come to when you want an in-depth tutorial packed with technical tips and features. If you are singing a song just for fun, or whether you're preparing for an audition or a solo, this is the place to come. Today, I'm highly delighted to be bringing you a song which I absolutely love. It's called The Vagabond, and it's by Ralph Vaughan Williams, pronounced Rafe, by the way, Ralph Vaughan Williams. And it coincides, I've been saving this song especially for today because it coincides with a new chapter in my life where I'm going to be traveling around Australia, and future videos are all going to come to you from different locations. So that's why I'm outside today. It's very warm, the birds are singing, so I hope you get to hear some of them offering their technical tips to you today as well. So grab yourself a PDF and a pencil, something to write with. Make sure you've warmed your voice up. This is a boys' song, and I put that in inverted commas always because I'm not territorial about music. When I was very young, I was not really supposed to sing this song, but these days it's fair game to sing anything that your heart desires, and I love this piece of music. As always, it's good to know what you're singing about and have a little bit of an idea about the background to the song. So this was written by Vaughan Williams between 1901 and 1904, I think. And it's called The Vagabond. And a vagabond, if you don't know, is a wanderer, which is why it's, apt for me to be singing this as I start my travels. Also known as tramps in the UK. This is quintessentially English, by the way. And they were often men who returned from war damaged and unable to really function in society anymore. So they tended to remove themselves and live a wayfaring life, supported by nature. Often they cared for nature, so they would often find injured wildlife and rehabilitate them, and they were just very much immersed in their natural surroundings. And this song, you need to imagine that you are one of these people. It's not sad at all. It's actually a very resolute song. It starts really interestingly. I love keys, as you know. Starts in C minor, but it's really not a minor feeling song. The text is very self-contained, I think. So we're going to get into it anyway. It's all about storytelling. So you really have to, Kookaburra, you really have to imagine that you are this person. It's all first person. So the introduction, the piano part, has this wonderful, consistent crotchet movement, which is your walking pace as you go along on your journey. And that is almost constant throughout the whole song. So here we go. Give to me the life I love, let the lave go by me. So make sure that you put the small words like the in brackets, because you don't want to emphasize the word the. So I pop those words into brackets, and I've decided that life is the word that I'm going to emphasize in that first phrase. Breath after love, let the lave go by me. The poem's by Robert Louis Stevenson, and I think lave is a Scottish expression for a river or a stream. So let the water of life, I suppose, flow by me. Give to me the life I love, let the lave go by me. And I used by as an important word there as well. Next phrase, minor key again. Give the jolly heaven above and byway nigh me. So I chose jolly as my important word. I put the in brackets. And you really do need to observe the staccato on and the byway nigh me. Same with let the lave go by me. It's there for a reason, and it's there for emphasis, I think. So staccato just means that you detach those notes slightly and they're not smooth and legato like the rest of the phrase was. We'll just do that one again. Give the jolly heaven above and the byway nigh me. Bed in the bush with stars to see. So bed in the bush with stars to see. I made see my important word there, and I put the in brackets. Just make sure that you pitch your b, bed, right on that B flat. Bed in the bush with stars to see. Bread I dip in the river. Now, this song is also all about dynamic contrast, so it has a huge dynamic palette. So bed in the bush with stars to see is all really quite quiet. And then you have a huge crescendo through river. And it's leading to the next phrase, which we haven't covered yet. But the point I'm going to make is that you might not hear the dynamics terribly clearly because of the outdoor sound setting. So I will try and show you what I'm doing with my dynamics as well. It's a big crescendo on the one note. And there's no let up, don't come off it on verb, because the next phrase is forte. There's the life for a man like me. And me comes right back down to piano. So I don't think I need to do that one again. Just make sure that you take a phenomenal breath before there's the life for a man like me, because it's a big phrase because of the it starts forte and it has this huge diminuendo which needs masses and masses of support. So you need to feel your support switched on right to the end of the word me. And then the next phrase. There's the life forever. And another reason that this is one of my favourite songs is you get to do these amazing portamenti, which aren't usually a feature of vocal music unless it's opera. Puccini, for example, wrote lots and lots of portamento in vocal music. And it's to emphasize emotion, to heighten emotion in a piece. And I think this particular, so they always have to mean something. I think this particular one is quite a joyful portamento. There's the life forever. So it's all about just enjoying the moment and enjoy being allowed to slide your voice, because like I say, in choral music you would not be allowed to do that, so it's a great opportunity. Then there is a little piano interlude with this marching bass line that just is persistent throughout. Second verse, same tune as the first verse. Let the blow fall soon or late. Now, blow, fall, that's actually really hard to get that text out, and we have to hear the L of fall, otherwise your audience won't know what you're singing about. It's an unusual array of words in an odd order, so you have to be super, super careful with your text. Let the blow fall soon or late. And soon I've chosen as my important word there, so just underline that one. Breath. Let let what will be o'er me. So or apostrophe er is an truncation of the word over. And you just, because that again is staccato, just make sure that we get all your consonants. Let what will be o'er me. Next phrase. Give the face of earth a round breath and the road before me. So I chose face as my important word there. Wealth I seek not. Seek is an important word because the same phrase comes later on in the song, but it is wealth I ask not later on. So we'll touch on that later. But I think it's an important distinction to make. Wealth I seek not, hope nor love. Wealth I seek not, hope nor love. So you can take a breath after not because there's a comma, then a huge breath before the next phrase because the next phrase is the one with the big crescendo in it. Nor a friend to know me. So nor a friend to know me, friend to. So the friend to, friend. Make sure the d belongs to the A flat. Friend to. And a nice pure oo vowel on the to. And then you've done your big crescendo leading to the forte with accents on. All I seek, breath, the heaven above. So I would take the breath after seek. The accents are more just leanings on all I seek tenuto. Above is the diminuendo. These are all 5 beats. Of with a voiced consonant on the rest. Then and the road below me. So again, you've got the hairpin getting louder through road and B, and then you portamento down to quiet again. So massive amounts of support. So when you sing that phrase, and make sure that your support is engaged. So you'll feel your support muscles down here underneath where your ribs are, overlapping your diaphragm here. And the road below. So as you do your portamento down, your support needs to be thoroughly engaged. Don't drop off it just because it's going quieter. You need your support to help you with that portamento. Then there is a key change and a couple of beats for you to grab your next breath. Here we go. Totally different mood for this, I think. All let autumn fall on me, where afield I linger, silencing the bird on tree, biting the blue finger. The weather is not like that here today, I have to say. White as meal, the frosty field, warm the fireside haven. So this is all cold winter imagery, and you might imagine that being a wayfarer in cold Britain would be thoroughly miserable, but not this fella. This fella is just loving his life. He just is totally committed to it and loves it even when it's cold. So here we go. Oh, let autumn fall on me, where afield I linger. Now this is a little bit low for me. It's written for baritone, of course. And it suits the baritone voice so beautifully. But I think My important words, I think, fall, or let autumn fall on me. Where afield I linger. So what you need to make sure with linger, which I won't demonstrate particularly well because it goes really low for me and it's just right in my lower passaggio. Linger. You just need a vowel, g, that actually resonates evenly there. So just experiment a little bit with something that's maybe quite open and doesn't just drop away on the low B. I don't think I need to do that one again. Next phrase. Silencing the bird on tree. So silencing, there's so many opportunities in this great song for word painting. So silencing the bird on tree. Put the in brackets. It's very easy to sing. Silencing the bird on tree, which you don't want to do. Then biting the blue finger. So if you live in a very warm country, you might not know that your fingers and toes can go blue when it gets really cold, and your lips too. So biting the blue finger is all about this phenomenal cold. Big crescendo through biting the blue, and then getting quieter for the next phrase. Still forte, but not as much. White as meal the frosty field. So frosty is my important word, and again, if you can make it sound like what frosty means, so make it sound cold using the frosty, the S is really helpful there. I'll just do that one again. White as meal the frosty field. Good ld on the end of field. Warm the fireside haven is our next one. Warm the fireside haven. Good n on the end of haven. Haven. It's a diphthong, so you bring the second part, the E part, in as late as you possibly can. So think of the hey, being the primary diphthong, part of the diphthong, the first part. Keep that as long as possible, and then bring the second part in just before you sing the then. Then the piano part gets highly excitable at this point. It's the staccato quavers now that we've got. So you've had this pattern of staccato quavers in your voice part, but the piano takes it over now and takes it to quite an extreme, setting you up for the next bit, which is the whole kind of point, really, I think. Not to autumn will I yield, not to winter even. So on winter, we go back to our original key. Not to autumn will I yield. I think yield is your important word there. And then not to winter has the big crescendo going through it. And I'm not a fan of using the glottal stop overly. I don't mind occasionally if it's for effect. And I've chosen to use it here on even for emphasis. Not to winter even. And there's an exclamation mark after even as well. You know, he's like, I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to give up to autumn. I'm not going to yield to winter. Then we get to our final section, which is a repeat of the tune from the beginning. And some of the words as well. Now, this is really difficult, this section, because it's PP, so very quiet. It's got a lot of the staccato in it. Parlante is the composer's instruction, which means in a kind of speaking style, so like speech. But you have to keep it reined in. You have to keep it quiet. And it's really, really hard to do because it's quite exciting text. Here we go. Let the blow fall soon or late. Let what will be o'er me. Give the face of earth around and the road before me. So already I find myself not really staying piano, which was naughty. I love the fact that the staccato is such a huge contrast from the legato sections. So the blow fall is part of a triplet section, but it's staccato. Let the blow fall soon or late. Staccato. Let what will be o'er me. O'er me is legato. Give the face of earth around. Earth around is the legato part. Give the face of earth is all staccato, detached. And then, and the road before me, keeping it reined in. And then the composer very helpfully says sempre P in the next entry, which means keep it quiet, always quiet. Wealth I ask not, hope nor love. So this is the one where in the first verse it was wealth I seek not. This time around it's wealth I ask not. So those two words have different meanings. So if you can try and infuse a different sense of meaning into the different words there, seek and ask. Same breath pattern after not, and then we're coming up to our really big finish now. Nor a friend to know me. Now, there are at least two, probably more ways of doing this. As a female with not a massive lung capacity, while I want to do it in one breath, I can't always, and I'm sitting down now, but I'm going to try it. So ideally, I think the phrase pattern is, nor a friend to know me, all I ask, the heaven above. Partly because there's a portamento and a crescendo between me and all. So I'll attempt to show you how I would like to do it if the stars align. And then I'll show you the alternative, which is the way you can do it if you don't have the lung capacity to do what I would prefer to do. So here we go. Huge breath. Nor a friend to know me, all I ask, the heaven above. So with planning, I was able to do it. It might not have been the most beautiful, but that's what I would like to do with that phrase. It takes a lot of breath and a lot of support to do the portamento and the crescendo on the word me, and then be fortissimo with the tenuto for all I ask. And then you need a huge breath for the last phrase. There is an alternative, and you can do the portamento and take the breath after me. It's just not as elegant, I suppose, but I'll show you that way as well. Friend is my important word, if I didn't say that. Nor a friend to know me, all I ask, the heaven. So then you carry on breathing after ask again. Excuse me, I think I might have just inhaled a fly. Excuse me. So you can do the portamento and then take the breath in the really passionate way that the text demands. So you can make the breath a part of the drama at that point. And then the very final phrase is, we've got the heaven above. pianissimo. And the road below me. And that's it. That's the end for you, but the plodding, resolute piano accompaniment marches you off into the sunset, really quite literally, I think, at that point. So that is my whistle stop through the Vagabond. I hope you found that helpful. So in terms of performance, I've touched on this already. More than touched on it. As you can tell, I'm fairly passionate about this song. You have to become this person. You have to feel what it's like to want to be a part of nature rather than society, human society, and to be totally committed to that lifestyle. Just the shapes of the phrases lend themselves to putting the important word in the right place. Like, he set the text in such a way that he made it really easy. He clearly felt the drama of it himself. You can practice that actually walking, and that sets you up really well. So that's the walking pace that's set up in the piano part, and it actually is quite a good way to get into that plodding rhythm. And then your voice has to do something quite different from the plodding, so it's quite a good thing to practice it that way. Definitely practice some portamenti. So I would do some sirens, so things like and the road below, ooh, ee. Just checking that your support stays on all the way down. So from where you take the breath and sing, and the road below me. I'm having to work really hard there because it's low in the voice and I'm using a lot of air. So you really have to plan those phrases really, really well. But I think just get into the text and tell the story and be this character. It's such an exciting piece of music. I hope you enjoy it as much as I have. Time now for the sing-along. I think I'm going to have some competition while we do this. Here we go. Give to me the life I love. Let the lave go by me. Give the jolly heaven above and the byway nigh me. Bed in the bush with stars to see. Bread I dip in the river. There's the life for a man like me. There's the life forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Breathe. Let the blow fall soon or late. Let what will be o'er me. Give the face of earth around and the road before me. Wealth I seek not, hope nor love, nor a friend to know me. All I seek, the heaven above, and the road below me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Key change. Oh, let autumn fall on me, where afield I linger. what will be o'er me. Give the face of earth around, and the road before me. Wealth I ask not, hope nor love, nor a friend to know me. All I ask, the heaven above, and the road below me. Thanks for watching. As always, please like and subscribe and click for notifications and all that stuff. You can also join as a member if you would like to. We've had some really generous super thanks lately as well, and are putting that money that we've had from those kind donations towards a new microphone, which hopefully will work outdoors, so it will be a microphone that I can wear here. That's it really. Please keep the comments coming. I love having the conversations with you. I love hearing what you're up to. I love hearing where you're at with your singing journeys and the songs that you're working on at the moment, and I'm always happy for a bit of a chat and to offer advice if that's what you're looking for. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you.